Joining me now on this episode of Locally Sourced CP is the owner of the upcoming Anime Mundo, Mr. Scott Smith. Mr. Smith, thank you for joining me today.
Hey, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Man, I'm excited. Anime Mundo's coming up pretty soon. I think it's like as we're recording this in about 10 days, maybe close to
Yes.
11.
Yeah,
Like
11.
10,
I
10
think we're at
days,
11.
23 hours looks like on
Yeah.
your on the website. But first and foremost, that's coming up October 11th through the 13th at the Bus Convention Center. First off, Mr. Smith, talk about what is Anime Mundo?
So, Anime Mundo is, first of all, this is our second year. Anime Mundo is a true, authentic anime convention. A lot of conventions, including some other conventions I run, are more about either comics, of course, or pop culture or things like that. But they're also more about shopping experiences, getting a chance to see rare, hard to find items that you might not get in any normal market. Or they're an opportunity to meet some celebrities, and that's it. We try with the Anime Mundo to truly put on a true anime convention. We'll have fan run panels, we'll have a massive cosplay contest. Last year, I think we set a record. We literally filled the stage. There was no room at the end for anyone to stand and be in the picture. We actually had three cosplayers on the ground because they literally could not fit on stage.
Oh, nice.
And of course, we want to make a bigger and better opportunity this year. So, an anime convention that truly encompasses everything about the fandom.
Oh, that's
That's
awesome.
the goal. Yeah.
And that's the one thing too. Like that's I like it's any way when you're running convention and things like that. Their number one person people you look out for is the fans.
Oh
And
yeah.
and I know like anime is a specific type of target, but there's so much of that. There's so many fans of anime, especially here in El Paso and the surrounding
Oh yeah.
areas. Like talk about that first year you guys had. Talk about like uh how did it go that first year when you guys had?
Actually, it went extremely well. A lot of times when a first year show happens, your goal is to just break even. You just don't want to lose money, or if you do lose money, you don't want to lose too much money. We actually came in and almost every one of our celebrities hit their guarantees. The fans were really receptive. Of course, it helped having Mario Castaneda out. I mean, he was a huge hit there in El Paso. And of course, he has agreed, since he did so well, that he's agreed to be our legacy guest and come back time and time again. So we were extremely pleased. We actually did about 20% more than our goal for the first year.
Oh, nice.
So that was exciting. And we're on track right now to do about 30% better than that this year.
Oh, that
So
sounds
everything's
awesome.
coming together. Yes.
Oh, that's cool. So, I know if you can talk, and just heads up for anyone listening or
Mhm.
watching, celebrities all the time cancel, but let's talk a little
Oh,
about
yeah.
some of your celebrities that you got coming in.
Yeah. All right. So as of right now, we've got 18. We have a 19th one that we're announcing a new one, but it won't come out yet. So I don't want to ruin the surprise for anybody. So watch your emails, watch your Facebook pages, Instagram. You'll be able to see a new guest that we're launching because we did have a couple, unfortunately, due to one was illness, two were had personal issues that they had to deal with and weren't going to be able to be here on time. So we'd rather schedule them next year.
Yeah.
Keep everybody instead of having them only for one day. That wouldn't be fair to the fans, especially the fans that bought one day passes or things like that. And if they just still so happen they weren't on their day, we'd much rather bring them next year where they can spend the whole weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, we have Yuri Lowenthal is our huge draw for this year. He's literally of a level nothing like him has ever been in San Angelo before. I know this is an anime convention. Yuri's claim to fame on anime is, of course, he is the voice of Sasuke from Naruto.
mhm.
But his big claim to fame right now, that's making him such a huge draw all across the country, is he is the voice of Spider-Man in all of the current games.
Woohoo.
So if you're a comic fan and you're a Spider-Man fan, we actually have Yuri Lowenthal coming out to the show. So of course, like I was mentioning briefly earlier, that Rene Garza is coming with Mario Castaneda. So Mario is going to be our legacy guest. He'll come back every year. This year, his guest that he's bringing with him is Rene Garza, voice of Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
So yeah.
I had some time to search through and you got a pretty good lineup going on, man.
Yes.
That's I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. The lineup is really solid. Plus, like I said, we've got some really entertaining panels planned with those celebrities that I think the fans are really going to get a kick out of.
That's cool. I think that's one of my favorite parts of any convention, especially if you have a good panel going on.
Yes.
That's it's so cool to hear like stories that people have from like whether it's for when they're doing production, you know,
Oh
or
yeah.
post production or interact. Even I've even heard stories of them talking about interactions with fans and things like that.
Hmm.
And it's just really so cool.
Oh
Like
yeah.
just to see them too, and you get something you might even get to ask them questions and they talk to you. That's
Yeah,
even
that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on at all conventions that I'm a part of, and my business partners the same way. We focus very much so on bringing as many close contacts with the celebrities as we can. Obviously, you can't just hang out with
yeah.
them and eat dinner and go to their house and things like that. But you're going to get more access at this show than just about any show you go to. You can
That's
walk up in line, get up there. If you've paid for a VIP pass, you bypass the whole line, you walk right up, and you're the next one in line.
that
So
sounds
yeah, yeah. And then you also have just we've instituted this year. We have speed passes for different types of collections. Like we have our Naruto speed passes. We have our Black Clover. I'm sorry, not Black Clover. Death Note
That's
speed
no.
passes.
There you go.
So our Death Note speed pass is the one that most people have been most excited about because we not only do we have Brian Drummond, who is the voice of the demon from Death Note, but he also happens to be the original Vegeta in English.
Yeah.
So there may possibly be a head-to-head Vegeta versus Vegeta discussion that might be fun for the fans out there.
That's gonna be cool. That'll be
Oh yeah,
cool. That'll be cool to see for sure. Or
yes,
even
definitely.
just be able to meet them and like get that Funko Pop signed and or a little take that get that picture taken with them. That's kind of cool.
As I said, I mean that's not our focus, but we definitely want to make sure that everybody gets the idea of a true all around anime convention is it does hit on each of those things. Somebody's a collector, they want it for them to go up in value and then sell it later. Great, we got you. We also going to have a verification company out for those people.
Nice.
Then, if you're just a collector and you just want it for yourself, we got you there. If you're just there to see all the panels or be a cosplayer or participate, we've got a karaoke room that's going all weekend long by a local karaoke group. They are great. Make sure you go by and stop and at least say thank you for coming out and providing more entertainment. So
That sounds good. That sounds
yeah,
really good. And
and
is there a favorite part that you're looking most forward to for this year's convention?
Uh, my answer to that at every show is the end of it because for
Woohoo!
me, it's nothing but work. Uh, and we do tend to, when the show is finally over and everything is done and all the fires have been put out and everything, we will have a little after party with all of our staff just for us to unwind because trust
That
me, it's
sounds good.
very stressful. But we want it to be as unstressful as possible for the fans. So we take all that on ourselves and we make sure everything is right so they can just come in and have a good time.
I can only imagine what you guys go through. I mean, I've been a part of a few of them as the photographer for the celebrities for the
Oh, yeah.
and I mean just there it's I mean it's not as bad because we I had my wife help me organize so she's a very organized person, but I can only
Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine what you guys go through having to deal with everything out everything else. And then sometimes with even the photographers you have to deal with them
Oh, yeah.
sometimes.
Well, if we've done everything correctly, which I think we're in a good place right now,
Mhm.
it shouldn't be as stressful as it has been in the past at some
Nice.
shows. So we've gotten a lot of this. Luckily, this is coming off of last year. We kind of knew going in where we were going with this.
Mhm.
So my business partner and his group has been literally working on this for 6 7 months straight, and I've been chipping in on the things I can do and just trying to get every I dotted and every T crossed. Of course, we know nothing's going to run perfectly, but the idea is we think we've got this as close to it as it's going to be. So we want everybody, like I said, to just come in and feel like this is the best run convention they've been to.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then you guys, so you, Anime Mundo is October 11th through the 13th at the
Yes.
National Convention Center.
Yep.
let's talk tickets, sir. Let's
Okay.
talk tickets.
All right.
What can someone expect when they're trying to go to see
Okay.
ticket prices?
So if you go right now, you can actually get your tickets as cheap as you're going to get them. You've missed some of the big sales that we did on special occasions.
Hmm.
There were a couple of event days and holidays that we ran some special discounts, but we just kicked in. Our ticket sales basically hit our threshold
Oh, nice.
where we were able to take a 2 day show and bump it up to a 3 day show. If you bought a VIP, any of our package deals, or our weekend plus package, you get to come in on Friday. The only way to get in on Friday is to buy one of these weekend passes or to buy one of the group passes. That allows everybody to get in. We can test our market to make sure everything is working correctly. We also have special programming that only runs Friday night, special program that only runs Saturday night after the vendor room closes and everything. It
Mhm.
allows us to make sure everything's working properly. But as of right now, I think currently the tickets are anywhere from $25 to $35 for single day. If you're doing the weekend plus, it's 55. That lets you have a t-shirt
Ooh,
and 3 day pass for $55. You're not going to get that cheap of a pass
that's pretty good.
almost anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes, we're still meeting El Paso,
Mhm.
getting El Paso to get to know us and getting to a level that we want to make it as inexpensive as possible. And we really do want we're going for an effect that we've always said for certain conventions that makes it more valuable to a customer. We want you to come in, do everything you can possibly do, but because there's so many things to do, we want you leaving feeling like, I missed some things that I wanted to do because I literally could not be everywhere at once. So that next year you're coming back and you're just seeing the things you missed last time, and the ones that you really don't want to miss out on, you want to come back and see again. You can make those appointments and those times for the different panels. This is truly a 3 day event where we don't want you leaving at any point going, oh, well, I got a couple things signed and I bought a couple things and then I went home.
Yeah.
We want this to be, I was here all weekend long and I never left because I didn't want to miss the next event that was going to happen. And I couldn't miss that panel and I couldn't miss this and I couldn't. Hot sauce challenge. We're going to have another
Oh,
hot sauce challenge that was fun last year. We have a speed dating thing going on. If you go on our website, there's going to be, when it's all said and done, pretty close to 70 individual things to do over the weekend. Yeah, so it's not like just shopping and signatures and go home.
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's a good route. That's a well-rounded day. That way, yeah, that's I mean, so a lot of times people just go they target that one specific, maybe one or two celebrity,
right.
and then they walk around and they leave. But if
Yeah,
there's something
exactly.
there to keep them entertained or keep them there and
Yeah.
just have them enjoy the whole day, I mean,
Oh yeah.
that's something always to look forward
Yeah.
to.
I mean, and I don't want to not mention one of our more local guests there. That's our sponsor is Glitch Gaming. Remember, they're going to be out
Nice.
there running gaming literally from the moment the show starts till the moment the show ends. They're going to be there running games, playing open play tournaments, you name it. They're going to be running it at that show. So if for some reason we don't have enough panels to keep you busy, you can always go kill some time in the game room
Yeah.
and probably get lost in there and spend 3 4 5 hours in there and miss a couple panels. But the idea is there's not going to be a point at which you do not go, oh, I can go over and do this, or I can go
Yeah.
check this out, or I can go see this experience. So we're going to keep you as entertained as we can for the whole weekend.
That sounds awesome. That sounds super exciting. I can't wait to see how. I'm hoping everything goes well
Oh yeah.
that weekend. And again, this is Anime Mundo,
Mm-hmm.
October 11th through the 13th. This October, sorry, at the
Yep.
El Paso Convention Center. Tickets on sale now. You can get them at. You guys have a website and you guys are
Yeah.
on social media, correct?
Oh yes, both. We're on animemundotx.com. We're of course on all over our Facebook is Anime Mundo TX. You can go to our email address is animemundoinfo at Gmail. You can reach out to us just about any which way, and we will get back to you. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Of course, like I said, our full website. I was just on it earlier today, just kind of checking over a few things. And, you know, like I said, that's when I noticed that we had not announced our last guest. He'll be announced, I think, Monday or Tuesday.
Woohoo.
So yeah,
Right. No, yeah, I was looking through it too, flipping through, and it's very clean, very nice, very
yes,
easy to navigate, especially if you're looking for those tickets that
oh
take
yeah,
tabs right there on the top. So
yep.
there's no excuse. No
Yeah.
excuse.
And we've given, I mean, we do really try to give a lot of options on tickets. We know that not everybody's available to do all weekend.
Yeah.
We know not everybody's available just to come Saturday or just to come Sunday. So we're going to give you a lot of different options. Some people want the shirt, some people don't. We're not going to force you to get things you don't want. We're going to let you have literal carte blanche, almost like an a la carte. You just pick what you want.
That sounds good. Yeah, that I was flipping through the tab right now, and there's a lot of options,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's really
It,
really good.
the only negative is sometimes it's a little confusing. I've had a couple people I've had to answer emails on where they've said, "Hey, what I want to go all 3 days, but it doesn't look like this one comes with it." And I had to explain, yes, there's a 2 day option for
Ah,
those people that can't be there on Friday, and then there's the weekend plus that lets you come all 3 days. And then like I said, any of the bundles they also get to come on Friday as well. So those bundles, I will promise you this: we had people that hesitated on buying the bundles. There was an opportunity early on. You could buy the Death Note bundle for $30, would have gotten you a Death Note gift pack, a 2 free speed passes where you just walk right to the front of the line.
nice.
You got full 3 day access, all for $30.
Dang.
Yeah, only
Awesome.
20 people took advantage of it at that level. So everybody we've been getting emails. Oh, I didn't know.
I
Da, da, da.
didn't know.
Guys, we're not going to jip you. You're going to get a great experience with the Galactic
Yeah.
events. That's always going to be the case. If we're offering a package, there's a reason we're offering a package. Make sure you take advantage. You will not regret it.
Yeah.
So
No, it's
that
gonna
is a warning for next year because we've got some plans on what we're going to do next year, and you definitely don't want to miss these.
yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome. And then we'll have you back on next year for sure. But
Absolutely.
I appreciate you coming on, Mr. Smith, and
Oh,
talking
no
about
problem.
Anime Mundo. Again, coming October 11th through the 13th at the El Paso
Yes.
Convention Center. I'll make sure I include all the information description below, social media, website, things like that, so they can get in contact with you. There's no
Okay.
excuse so they can get their tickets.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, is there anything else you'd like to say or add before we end today?
For those people that don't want to buy in advance or don't want to use a credit card, we do take cash at the door. We do take credit card at the door. So if you don't want to pay in advance, you can wait until you get there. But I promise you, you save money online. So take advantage of that while you can.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's good advice. I mean, that way too, you don't have
Yeah,
to wait in two lines. So,
exactly. We do always run a pre-reg line. The people just walk right in, pick up their tickets, and go in. And then
mhm.
everybody else has to, if you haven't bought your tickets yet, you have to sit there at the line, get registered, get all your information in so that you can get your ticket.
Awesome.
So makes it a lot faster at the door. Everything is so much smoother with the pre-reg.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I said. If I say anything to anyone, if I would advise them to buy their tickets online,
Yeah.
and that way you're good. You just walk in, pick them up, walk right to the door.
Yeah, yeah. We'll have people buying all the way up until the day of, and we understand when you have, you're a busy person, you got a lot of stuff going on. You're not 100% certain you can get off.
Yeah,
Totally understand, but if you know you're going, make sure you go online and save yourself some time. It saves us time, saves you money.
mhm.
Everything is better if you just buy it online and get up there. Plus, it makes life easier.
Yeah, yeah. It does.
So,
It makes the line go a little faster, people.
and get you in faster so you can
Yeah.
make sure you don't miss one of those panels you want to see.
Boom. Wise words from a wise man,
Yes.
everybody. Well, Mr. Smith, I appreciate you joining me today. I'll information description below. That way they can get
Awesome.
in contact you. Check out social media, follow you guys, get their tickets. October 11th through the 13th, El Paso Convention Center, Anime Mundo.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. We'll
Thanks,
see
sir.
y'all.